Hello everybody, this is Betsy from Ideas Times 2. Today I have a flip through. This journal will be for sale in our Etsy shop and I'll leave the listing for that down below. And so I am using a different camera. My camera broke, my filming camera, and so I'm using a different camera which only films for a few minutes, so this might have to be sort of a rushed flip through, but if you're interested in purchasing it, I did want you to be able to see what's inside and what it is. So it is 6 inches by 9 1/4. It's a repurposed book cover. My sister Cindy gave me this cover. She knew I wanted to make a Little Women themed journal, and so I left the spine intact and just collaged up the front here. So it's paper, collage paper, canvas, some buttons, and there are some little envelopes down here. So let me open these up. Two of them open. The one on the bottom does not open, but these open here. This tiny one has a little stamp inside, and then this just flips up like this, and the second one has a ticket. 2 tickets. I used paper from Graphic 45, and so you'll see a lot of that throughout the journal. So just tie in with the theme of Little Women. I'm not going to lie, I read the whole book while I was making the journal because I also had the text block in a separate piece. Alright, so sorry, I'm really making sure that I'm in frame here. Like I said, it's a different camera. So it has 2 signatures and a hidden spine. It has 88 pages. Okay, and the back is just plain like that. It's wrapped with sari silk and tied in a bow on the side. And that silk runs underneath the collage there. So let's just open this up and take a look and see what we have. So my end papers, there is canvas here to reinforce this hidden spine. We've got collaged end papers that I made, and here's a tuck pocket with a cutout, a fussy cut flower from the paper. There's a couple of index cards, tea stained, with a little bit of collaging on them. Some little tags. There's turmeric stained paper. There are original pages from the book. There's a tea stained doily. Some of the Graphic 45 paper, double-sided. It's very beautiful. Also, Little Women is in the Civil War period, and I have some Civil War reproduction fabrics, and so I dug those out and I used quite a few of those in the journal. So there's a lace and a silk attached with a pin, some silk stitched on there, and it's a flip up, so you just flip it up, and on this belly band there are some little papers into a sort of a booklet style, and those are just draped over that belly band, and that's hidden under there. There's some notebook paper that is tea stained, page from the book, an illustrated page from the book. There's some stenciling. On this lace that is sewn on here, I've attached a charm with one of the safety pins. Here's a large pocket with a button, and there's a little string. This tag has a belly band, and I collaged a tag that slips down inside the tag. There's some ephemera cards attached with a paper clip. And this has green on the back, and this one's just a solid color with blank on the other side. Some more beautiful, this was one of my favorite ones, the blue with this pretty floral. So that came from the Graphic 45 paper. This has a little stamp down here and some collaged tags, and they're plain on the back. It's made out of craft paper with some silk at the top there. Here's a fold-out sheet with some stenciling on it. This is avocado stained paper that gets tucked into that pocket. Here's some Civil War reproduction fabric there. This is a page from an ephemera card from the Graphic 45 paper. I distressed it around the edges, gave it some distressed tape and some tape there too. And I left it open, and I just tucked in a tea stain tag back behind there. So that goes there. Little collaging up here with muslin and this image from the paper. There's some ink spraying there. Here's a belly band made out of a Graphic 45 policy envelope, which I cut into strips or pockets or whatever. I used it for a bunch of things, and I had this little belly band left. So this ephemera card from the paper slips underneath there, and I like to keep it up a little to see their faces. There's some collaging here with yarn, silk, and page from the book. There's the other part of the illustrated page. There's stenciling. These are the other sides of the papers. There's a little collaging there. Illustration. Some lace sewn on here with another charm. This one has a leaf on it. Here's the end of the signature, a large pocket with lace and an ephemera card from the paper and a fold out. This is actually one of the flyleaf papers from the book, and it was had such a beautiful feel to it. I just used it as a fold out there. All right, so here we come to the second signature. Isn't that just, it's just so pretty. Here is some sari silk stitched on there, a large side pocket. This says Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. That's from the Graphic 45. Well, all this nice colored paper is from the Graphic 45 paper line. And this I took, this is from the girls' newspaper that they had, and the Pickwick portfolio. So here's the whole section in the book of that newspaper that they had. And so I just tucked that all in there. Here is an envelope. So it has a button, some ribbon and lace, and I made this page into an envelope, and then inside there's avocado stained sheets. This is a little cabbage staining right there too, so that one's a little combo sheet. All right, so that just gets clipped on to the page. This is from Graphic 45. This is another Graphic 45 image, and then I collaged up a tag using the stickers from the paper collection. This is a fold out with some lace sewn on here. I collaged up a little pocket and tag, so those just go right in there, and this does flip out just a little bit. Trying to see if you can see that. There we go. And some silk on the top. There's a little collaging there. Some washi tape, illustration from the book. Lounging on the couch. Here's some little side collaging with some hand stitching on the side of the page. Here's a nice tuck pocket, and I have a glassine bag with some French and a French image on it, and this tag is just from the paper collection, and silk at the top, so I just tuck those right in there. Here is some cabbage stained paper and another illustration from the book. Here's a Franken pocket, and then inside I tucked a piece of paper, and I know this fold has a name, but I don't really remember what it is. But so it's just folds in on itself like that, and I just put it at a jaunty angle. All right, so here is another one of the Graphic 45 pieces that I used. They had these policy envelopes. I think they're in their Christmas line, but it, you know, the red, Graphic 45 red matches, so I used that as a pocket here, and it's a double pocket, so you can put something in the back and then something in front. So I put this small ephemera card in the front, and this tag is a collage tag with a peekaboo spot on it, and I just put that down into the back. Here's the center of the signature. These are tea-stained CD envelopes, and I just made these from illustrations from the book. I made them into little journaling cards, and they just slip right in and out. A little bit of sewing on them, and I just keep them closed with these blue clips on there. There's just a little paper strip from the collection. Here's the wraparound belly band that I got from the idea from Cindy, who had done that, and I absolutely love it. So I use that here too. So that's a collaged up wraparound belly band with a collaged tag. And then this just has a fold out sheet of some lace stained paper that I made. It's coffee staining. All right, so a little bit of lace on here and another charm of a flower, or maybe not a flower, but it's like a medallion. Here is some stenciling, little collaging right there. The other part of that book, and I did put a strip of paper there. Here's some more Civil War reproduction fabric. Gather that. Here's a paper ribbon here with a cutout and some silk, so it's just collaged up a little bit. Here's a nice big side pocket and a piece of black paper, just because I thought it would be a good contrast to the busy pocket, and then I stitched some avocado stained paper on it. Graphic 45 paper. Here is it's a wraparound tag, so it flips over. This is one piece and it flips over the top, so it's collaged here, a little bit of lace sewn on. On the back it has paper from the collection and then a little tag from the collection, and the inside is plain. And so that goes over the top, and I like to keep it in place again, once again, with a paper clip, so that goes there. Here is a tab from the Graphic 45 collection, and here's the end, so that is the last page. And then on the back I've got the collaged end paper again, and then I collaged up this is an illustration from the book, so I collaged that onto this large pocket, and then I just put some journaling cards in there. This one, if you do want to write on it, you might need a dark pen, or you could glue some paper onto one of the sides, whichever side you prefer. I couldn't tell if I liked that side or the green, but I put the green up just because it's introducing another fun color. So anyway, so that is the Little Women book. I hope you enjoyed the flip through. It does, being honest here, it does alligator mouth just a tiny bit. If I let it go, it's going to do that, but if it's here like this, it does, you can see I'm poking it down a little bit, it does alligator mouth just a tiny bit. Just to let you know, it's nice and full. All right, I didn't mention the spine. I think it's 1 3/4. Yep, it's 1 3/4. So I hope you enjoyed that flip through. Maybe it gave you some fun ideas. I guess that's it. We will be back very soon with more content. Right now, none of us are doing a lot of contact, right? More content on our channel. And take care, everybody, and we will talk to you later. Goodbye.